your source for sports and entertainment updates. Stay tuned for more insightful analysis. I'm just saying news with Roc Newera and Tetra. I'm just saying.
A routine traffic stop leads to a cop getting his face almost blown off.
A gun-toting, crack-smoking Hunter Biden is on trial today.
Puffy once again in the news, trying to steal Biggie's shine, and Biggie wanting out of Bad Boy Records.
Adrian Broner versus Blair Cobbs. It was a good fight, but, you know, he got his tooth knocked the fuck out. Find out who.
Will we see Jake Paul and Mike Tyson finally duke it out? Pause. NBA Finals tomorrow night. Imagine, you know, the worst thing that could happen to you on the job. Really? Well, according to the Miami Herald, back in April of this year, in Putnam County Sheriff's Office, a Putnam County Sheriff's officer pulled over a gentleman, a routine traffic stop, and ends up finding the unexpected.
Fucking World War III.
Yeah, I mean, like drugs, guns, you know, those are like the normal things that you see you know, that a cop will run across in a traffic stop. But in this particular one, police officer pulls over a gentleman by the name of Charles Legault, 60-year-old from Crescent City, Florida. He was stopped April 5th, and the sergeant, actually the officer was a sergeant, Ryan Owens. As he's searching the guy's vehicle, the officer ends up finding, you know, guns. Well, the guy admitted to having a gun in the front seat. Then he ended up finding a crack pipe or a meth pipe.
Oh, shit.
Some weed. But he ends up finding something that he probably wish he didn't run into that day. I want to first give you guys warning. What you're about to see is graphic, but this is the video from that day.
Oh, what the hell is that? I have to look at my phone.
Anything in the car need to know about guns, drugs, bombs,
I got
dope?
a 22 pistol right there in the seat.
Okay, well don't grab
That's
it.
legal. I'm not retarded.
No dope or nothing in the car?
No, sir.
You don't use drugs?
No.
Have you ever?
I smoke weed, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
One time and it blew all over the place.
Stand at the front for me.
I ain't never cleaned the truck out.
Oh yeah?
I bought it from a gentleman that owned the junkyard. Stunk bad, and I just sprayed the seats down is all I did.
So you smoked methamphetamine yesterday. Use any other kind of drugs?
No, sir. Well, I prescription.
Yeah, it's good. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Back. I don't know what the fuck that was, man.
I got to burn them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's pretty graphic.
Yo.
But you see there, man, that
Come on, yo. Like, what the fuck? Like a fucking handle at first.
right. I didn't know, but my thing is as a sergeant, like I don't understand how you don't recognize it. The man already had a gun. You didn't establish that was a legal firearm. The shit has some cord wrapped around it, around the grip, which was odd in the first place. You find a meth pipe, you find some weed.
Yeah, right there. I'm extra fucking cautious. Now it's like, all right, let me make sure my gloves are tighter. I might need to wait for somebody to get here to watch and come with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man's not handcuffed.
Right. And after the pipe bomb explodes, you know, the officer runs to his car.
Yeah.
And leaving the suspect right there with his gun. He could have hopped in the car and drove away. I guess that might work for him. You know what I'm saying? That might actually work for him. But
right when he spit,
right,
hey, officer, like, pop. He like, damn.
Let that have been a brother, man.
Yeah.
Or a Latino, man. It probably would have went the other way. But they're saying that the pipe bomb discharge. This is according to CBS 47 in Jacksonville. They're pretty much saying that there was a white substance that released from the pipe bomb. It was later determined to be chlorine and brake fluid cleaner.
Oh yeah, so that wasn't even just a pipe. That was a chemical pipe bomb.
Right.
Oh,
that's some terrorism shit. And my thing is, where was he? It was right under his seat. So it's like, where was he gonna go with that? You have a gun. I don't think they established whether or not that.
Throw it at somebody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, little Hector at Home Depot. Don't get his order right. I said the 4x4, goddammit. Overall wearing. Sauce bone. Nah, leave him alone.
But according to Action News Jacksonville, Owens' vest Owens being the sergeant, took a bulk of the shrapnel that flew during the explosion. That saved him. He was left with white powder on his face as he breathed it in, which is dangerous. Owens, he was sent to the hospital for several hours and went through extensive testing. He was able to make a full recovery. On Thursday, PCSO released a statement that said after Legault's truck was deemed safe by the bomb squad, investigators found 30 grams of methamphetamine.
They finished the investigation.
Yep.
For the search.
Some of his charges included intent to sell, I guess because of the amount that they found, possession of a suppressor during the commission of a felony, maintaining a drug vehicle, and armed trafficking of methamphetamine with a firearm.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is,
nothing from harming an officer.
There was some more. They loaded him up, but I don't think this was all the charges. But I could have sworn I saw more charges.
That was a brother who'd been attempted murder.
Yeah.
With intent.
Yo. My God. And then 5 days later, they were able to obtain a search warrant to search Legault's home. And when they went there, they found his roommate, Patrick McGregor, 65. They said he also had large amount of methamphetamine, firearms, ammunition.
Oh, damn.
These dudes look like they were ready to go to war. And but they didn't find any more homemade devices like pipe bombs or anything. But he's a convicted felon, and he was found with guns. So he's going guns and drugs. So he's going to Putnam County Jail, no bail. But so you got Legault, 60 years old. You got his roommate, McGregor, 65 years old. And I just feel like
you still trying to be on the block.
Yo, and oh my God. I just feel like that age, you should be doing harder crimes. Because, I mean, you done wasted 60 years of your life.
Yeah, I'm going for the gusto.
You should be going for the GED of crime right now. You know, you didn't do good for 60 years, so you might as well get the good enough diploma. Like how a GED is compared to a high school diploma. It's like you getting 4 years of schooling and you're doing it in 4 months. I just felt like they should have been doing harder crimes to make up for all the lost years. Maybe rob a couple banks, but nonetheless, I don't think they'll be getting out. They'll probably spend the rest of their lives in jail, and good for them. But you know, shout out to the officer for not blowing his head off.
Yeah, he was definitely upset.
Yeah, so in politics, apparently Hunter Biden on trial and his daughter testifies as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is on his gun trial, man. Like, it's almost like politicians and rappers are hard to, tell apart.
Really, lines getting thinner.
Yeah, but according to CBS News, Hunter Biden's defense team called Naomi Biden's daughter with ex-wife Kathleen Bull to testify Friday at his trial on charges related to his October 2018 purchase of a firearm while he was under the influence.
This nigga was high going to get y'all. Come on, Hunter. I guess that's what the first name is for.
He was
Crackhead.
Wait a minute, he was smoking crack?
I think it was crack, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was crack. It was something about either crack or cocaine.
I think it's crack.
It's like apples and applesauce, right? Yeah.
Hard and soul. Oh man! So apparently, Hunter Biden's lawyers was asking, his daughter, I guess about her interactions with him in between that time, between August and October 2018. And it's funny because his daughter's also a lawyer, so I'm pretty sure she knows what to do. But Hunter Biden went to purchase a gun while in Delaware, and which was illegal, but he was under the influence of, I believe, crack. And the wild thing is I guess his ex-wife, Haley Biden, she's testifying that she found a gun and got rid of it.
Got rid of it?
Yeah. Hunter Biden had beef in the street?
So it's a throwaway? Like, you got a scratch off? like, if I'm not mistaken, I read somewhere there was a revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was planning to do something. You don't go get no revolver unless you plan to do something,
And
right? Come on,
You smoking crack.
Yeah.
So, and I ain't talking about the one between the cheeks. And I'm like, so where was he buying his crack? He had to been like, who sells crack?
Yeah, I know, right? Like that.
He was smoking crack in 2018 and 19. What the? So this is crazy because it's like how his daughter got involved in it. His daughter Naomi and her boyfriend at the time, Neil, they borrowed his truck. Yeah, they were moving from DC to New York, so that's why they borrowed the truck.
That's where we found the gun.
Yeah, and according to her, it was in good condition, no drugs. And she's claiming she introduced her boyfriend to her father at the time. And, but when she was cross-examined by the prosecutor, she admitted, and she said, I quote, "Yes, I knew that he was struggling with addiction, but he claims that he never used drugs in front of her." You think they're gonna prosecute him?
Possibly, and mainly because they found Trump guilty. They got to even it out because if and I'm not saying that it's all fixed, but sometimes I feel like a lot of it is fixed. We all know the justice system, But if Trump goes with being guilty, and there's nothing to combat that, he's gonna gain even more votes because people are gonna be like, I really sympathize and understand, because we understand, especially the black vote. That's just gonna go from 22% up. So if Hunter Biden does get off, I feel like that'll just boost Trump's campaign. I think Hunter Biden he might have to be the scapegoat for Biden to get in. Usually the father sacrifices himself. He said, no, You crackhead. I'm sacrificing you.
Oh,
like, what do you want? Like, you straight poltergeist. Because he looks like, oh boy.
He does.
Let me in.
Put that clip on. Man, I just can't see him. What's worse? Joe Biden being re-elected and dying on television? Because I just feel like he would die right before our eyes, man. The dude is just disintegrating.
They'll have to get Joe Biden number 3. The one with the bigger eyes that just don't blink. I'm sorry, man. I don't care what anybody says. This man is a fucking butterfly, man. I look one picture, I'm like, yo, he looks a little different. You see another one. Maybe it's Botox. Maybe they're doing something to keep his skin up, but you could something be off.
Yeah, it's like he has good days. You can tell what days his makeup artist takes off. Like, this is a big change.
Yeah, she's like, I need at least a week after touching your face. Nah, we stop.
Back in the news again.
Diddy Tiddler.
Take that. God, man. So this new Rolling Stone article is just a bombshell. You know, it was just released about a week ago. Over a week ago. The man is just public enemy number 1 right now.
I feel bad for his family. They gotta carry that name.
Right? I think that's the hardest part is all the innocent people who he's involved. It's starting to shed light on what type of scumbag he is, man. Like, and this is nothing new. This is stuff going back. You know, in our last video, we spoke about more allegations on going back to '94, but they can go even further back. They're going back to his college classmates in Howard University.
This nigga beating bitches in college.
With using belts, allegedly beating her with.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
But you know, Rolling Stone went on a 6-month investigation into him. So I don't think, you know, something as prestigious I mean, it's still media, but I don't think Rolling Stone is gonna risk their reputation to bring lies. So whatever they dug up, man, it's got Biggie's mom pissed.
Yeah, she told me I wanted to slap him in the face.
God,
I'm like, man, I thought it was a little bit chilled out at certain times. Excuse me.
Right. And who knows? She probably authorized this. But, you know, a smack in the face from an older Jamaican woman might be death.
Yeah. Like his jealousy of Big was crazy because that situation with Rolling Stones when, you know, this is after Big's death and they wanted Big to use Biggie Smalls as the cover. He was like, no, put me out. I got an album coming out. This Biggie's dead. Like, really? Like, we understand that, but damn, like
at least, I mean, 97. I mean, I know. I think the album. When did he drop? Yeah, he dropped the album No Way Out like either the same year or the following year after Biggie died. I think it was both in '97. But either way, you would think that you would want to put your guy on the cover of the magazine.
Yeah, just out of
respect, you know.
That's crazy.
But you made it about you.
And that seems to be his thing. He seems to be narcissistic.
Yeah.
That definitely seems to be his characteristics.
He was Batman and fucking Joker.
Yeah. Cause then you think back in the days of the band, you'd be like, oh shit,
yeah. Now you look at it differently. Yeah.
You don't walk to get the cheesecake. Was it cheesecake? What they really walked to get, pal? Dylan won't tell us.
Like, what's next? Like, what could possibly happen next for P Diddy Combs, man? But
yeah, I know, right?
It starts to make me look at his bodyguard like Gene Deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at first I thought a lot of shit he was saying
was some bullshit. Like
they're doing this for clicks, but a lot of what he's saying is starting to be revealed. So maybe they need to investigate him.
Yeah. He don't know a lot of shit. Man, he's a fed, man. He gonna say some real shit that's gonna throw us all. He fucked me. Alright, Gene. I knew something. That's where
the angle is coming from, man.
And I liked it. You be like, oh. Pause. Excuse me. No Diddy.
Oh. We got some boxing news going on, man.
I know, right? Thank God. Yeah, it was a good boxing match last night. It was Adrian Broner versus what's his name?
Blair Cobbs.
Blair Cobbs. Yeah, that was a good fight. It was a 10-round fight. I was hoping to be a full 12, but I guess Adrian, he's been out for 5 years.
Yes,
a lot of ring rust. And the sad thing is, there was a tooth that was knocked out in the second round. And if you guys seen the fight or watched the post-fight, information and whatnot, Broner got his tooth knocked out from, I didn't see him show his teeth or anything like that, but this is what's being said. So his tooth got knocked out. He got knocked down too in the second round. A beautiful left. And he just wasn't productive. He wasn't productive at all. He was definitely hunting. He was definitely, walking him down, keeping him kind of cornered, but he wasn't throwing anything. So all he was doing was he was target practice. So he'll just come in close and Blair just keep him at a bay. Blair was killing his body too, but he wasn't really pushing. Now I give him maybe 3 rounds out of 10. It was like a few rounds you saw him try to fight. But, even though he wasn't really punching much, I heard, that something about him tearing his shoulder. I think it happened when he fell, when he got knocked down. And, and he was definitely exhausted because he kept spitting his mouthpiece out. He did it multiple times, it was just like, all right, man, like what's going on? And, but how, Blair looked good.
Okay.
Blair looked good. He somewhat remind me of like his fight style remind me of Pacquiao a little bit. Like when he used to punch, he punches kind of straight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He kind of walks into his punches while he punches. So yeah, it was a good fight. But Broner, the killer lost. Mr. I took bodies. He lost.
Yeah, which is odd. I mean, he's been doing a lot of odd things over the years. And as a former 4-division title, unfortunately, it just seems that whoever's handling him, is managing him, is just not doing a good job. He doesn't seem like he's manageable. But I feel like maybe this is it for Adrian. And I think he knows it. After that rant, I don't know if it's brain CTE or what, but did he just admit to bodies?
Yeah, saying some, he said some stupid shit, y'all.
Today, I don't give a fuck what goes on, so don't play no games. Because my niggas got guns, bro. And I'm dead serious, bro. And all I have to do is point and they gonna blow. And I'm dead serious, bro. Nigga. And me and my nigga, we done already beat bodies, and they still looking for me. And every car been acquitted, my nigga. So don't come up here playing, don't make no false moves. I'm not playing, I'm not snap the shit off you, man. For real, I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play no games. So we gonna go on the fight. Just be respectful. Don't do no dumb shit. And I'm serious, bro. For real, bro. I'm dead serious. Don't go shoot you on your shit. For real, bro. I'm not telling you. You ain't even about none of it. You ain't about none of it. You's a bitch, boy. You ain't about none of it. And I'm dead serious. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you June 7th, man.
I think he was hinting on quitting, but it could just be and this is another thing too. He went through a big weight loss because he got chunky. Like he had rolls on his stomach and everything. He went through a fast, a long he lost a lot of weight in a short amount of time. But Blair's been already been training. I think Blair was 16-1 prior to the fight. I think now he's 17-1. So he's not no slouch. You know what I'm saying? I think Broner now, if I'm not mistaken, he's 35-5, I think, which is still not a bad, but I want to say he lost 5 in a row. Like, don't quote me on that, but I want to say he lost 5 in a row, and I think that's where it kind of like, and you took a 5-year hiatus, you come back in the middle of Javante Tank's training, because he ended up jumping in with him, because Javante's trainer was out there with him in his corner, you know what I'm saying? He was his corner man. He was basically saying, like, he came in midway through Javante and said, "Hey, coach, what you got for me?" Javante's like, "Yo, that's my bro. We locking in." And he's been there. He said he's been there every day, consistent, but wasn't enough. Killer.
Unfortunately, our fight that we was, I guess the fight of the year that we've been anticipating, that was supposed to, I believe it was in next month, July.
20th?
Was it in June? It was June.
Yeah. On Netflix.
So now it has been pushed back to November 15th from July 20th.
July 20th.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
It's supposed to be at AT&T Stadium, which is the Cowboys Stadium. Of course, they have all the glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
But now, apparently, Mike Tyson fell ill. He had medical issues, which they're saying was he had an ulcer problem. And so now they're gonna have to push back. Just to be fair, they settled on the date. They settled on November 15th.
Okay.
At AT&T Stadium. So it's gonna be on a Friday night instead of a Saturday night, because that's gonna be in the midst of the football season, and the Cowboys are gonna need time to be able to set up. Because they have a game that Monday night, so they're gonna need time to set up. But I don't know who this advantage is for.
Yeah, to be honest with you.
Because once you're like 50 plus, I think you age in dog years. So 6 months for Mike Tyson might be a bitch.
Yeah, it might be.
Compared to somebody who's only like 29 years old.
Yeah, man. Yeah, J. Paul may have upper hand when it comes to youth as far as the fight. And don't get me wrong, like, he hasn't fought no like real like but you can tell he takes the craft seriously for him to, you can tell he's actually trying to learn and build up. Of course, he's a money fight, but fighting Mike Tyson will probably be his. I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't keep saying this will be his best challenge. And because we're speaking on the Mike Tyson of old that we seen the highlights, and because we see him doing the training and whatnot. But do we see 5 minutes after that video? Yeah. He's on the fucking restaurant oxygen tank.
Ulcer problem.
Yeah, all that swinging.
Could that have caused the training at his age?
Yeah, causing an ulcer. Yeah, I never thought of that.
His health could be deteriorating.
We
hope not, because man, I hope this is a serious fight. Part of me thinks it's a show, but it's eight rounds, 2-minute rounds.
I think the gloves are a little bigger than the regular gloves, so keep his brain.
But then part of me is like, Mike Tyson has a reputation, so I don't see this being a fluke. I see Mike really trying to knock him out.
Yeah, I think so. Because you can tell when Mike fought Roy Jones in that exhibition match.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, it was like he was holding back. Like
he could have knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Would have fucking killed him.
But the great thing is we actually have Mike coming up to the studio. So
he's gonna come up. Yeah, he's gonna speak with us, man. He's gonna tell us about what's going on with his health.
Yeah.
So that's good. You know what I'm saying? So we got exclusive.
Yep.
Exclusive Mike Tyson interview coming up.
Yep. But before we get to that, let's talk about Game 2 of the NBA Finals.
Let's go.
Yo, Boston came out crazy, man. Crazy. So
fucking poor Zangief, man.
Who would have thought, man? Like, this guy didn't play 38 games straight, but he comes in and dominates the first quarter.
Yeah.
Which I believe was the quarter that got them the game. Because if you look at all the other quarters, they led by, I see in the second quarter, they outscored the Mavericks by 4. But in the second half, the Mavericks outscored them 4 points.
So
in
that's,
total.
yeah,
So that first quarter was very crucial.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. And holding Luka to 1 assist. It shows you that he can score, and scoring is cool. Don't get me wrong, scoring is always good. More points, of course. But you can tell his add-on to the team is playing the tangibles. You doing the other things. You know what I'm saying? He's not just scoring the ball, but passing the ball, rebounding, getting small steals here. And then most of his scorers that are best is his timely scores.
Right.
It's his fourth quarter points. But Kyrie, though, man.
Kyrie did a good job. And I'm not even going to say Kyrie didn't really do a good job, but I think it was more
Drew Holiday
doing a better job defensively.
Yeah.
So this is really going to be a battle between two coaches.
And can we say, I think the crowd had a little bit. I think those boos might have, because Kyrie's a very, he's
very emotional.
Yeah, exactly. He puts everything on his sleeve. He's very, he's the type of guys who can feel the energy of the world. He can feel when the world's sad. Very empathetic. So I know those boos, even though he may, act as it don't, or may have not, but I feel like those boos affected this game.
He missed a lot of wide open threes.
Yeah.
I mean, they shot overall as a team 25%.
Yeah, it's not good.
7 to 27.
That's not good. So I don't see them playing another game like this in the series. And if it is, then it's definitely because of Boston's defense.
Right. I expect this game to be a lot closer. I think Jason Kidd is that good enough of a coach.
Yeah.
He will make some adjustments this game, and we will see those adjustments.
Absolutely.
And if they do win this game, I really feel Boston is in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like the Mavericks are in trouble right now.
Yeah, not yet. I feel like in game 3 for them, because they're the visiting team. A lot of times, the home team's going to hold it, especially in the finals. You're going to expect them to hold down the home court more than anything now. But yeah, we've seen them in this position with the Clippers.
Right.
They, so it was somewhat of the same, so.
But if they get blown out like this again tomorrow, then
it's like, okay.
I'm concerned. But if they at least, even if they lose, but it's a close game, it goes down to the last final minutes.
Yeah.
The home team usually has the advantage at that point. But at least Dallas Mavericks fans should feel a lot better with a close loss than what happened in game 1.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be based on, like you said earlier, it's gonna be based on the first quarter. Coming out with that fire and just shutting shit down. Come out and just go for it. You just gotta go for it and hope for the best.
I believe at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time will be tip-off.
Let's go.
In Boston, man. All right, so hey, man, this is the moment. Yo, thank you guys for tuning in, but we got a treat for you, ladies and gentlemen. One of the greatest heavyweights to ever step in the ring from Brooklyn, New York. Iron Mike Tyson.
Thank you, Roc Newera, thank you, I appreciate it.
Mike, man, big day coming up, November 15th. So apparently they moved the date back. But how you feeling, champ?
I'm feeling better, one day at a time. It didn't take a day to build Rome. But, my stomach, I have some ulcers, but it's nothing dangerous, nothing serious. Just something I have to just take my time. It's ludicrous how it even happened.
Okay, Mike. So, Mike, Jake Paul, YouTuber, you are already an established Hall of Fame boxer. What do you gain from beating Jake Paul November 15th?
I gained pure dominance. He's, like you say, he's a YouTuber, he's big, everybody knows him. Everybody knows Jake Paul, everybody knows his brother. Everybody knows everything about him, but Cuz always told me, dominance. You have to take over, You have to just find that. You have to find that lion inside of you. You just have to charge and just take over. You know. So I said, I'm just gonna take over. You know. This is my fucking time.
Mike Tyson, some people might say that it's past your time.
No, it's never that. You know, my time in the past was past the time of those speakers. But my time is now. I'm here. This is today. I don't worry about the past. The old Mike is still the old Mike.
Mike, you want some water?
No, I don't deserve water.
You sound amazing.
I don't deserve. I just came out the hospital. You know, what do we want? The medicine, cocaine.
So, Mike, the question I have: what would happen if Mike Tyson were to lose this fight?
I won't lose the fight, because if I lose the fight, that means the world is over. You know, like, I never really lost the fight I really cared about, you know, and I care about this fight. You know, I remember the first fight. You know, the man that killed my pigeons, I remember that fight. I remember it like it was yesterday. He killed my fucking pigeons. He killed them. He killed my pigeons. So I told him, I said, let's see if you can fly. And he couldn't fly. He couldn't fly, but every time I sleep, he flies. He flies every night, I tell you. If I lose, the world loses. That I would kill Jake Paul in the ring before I lose. And I would watch the fire leave him. I would look in his eyes and see his eyes roll up in the back of his head with his baby legs. And he would die right there in my hands. He would die right there. I'm the best. I got the biggest dick. I'm the best. I have the coat. I have the coat that's right. I have the coat.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I have the biggest dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson. I'm sorry, I asked the wrong questions. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. There goes Roc. You just missed Mike Tyson, man.
Oh, shit.
I fucked up. I made him cry.
Oh, no. Damn, I want to do a double with him.
Oh, shit. I don't know if I can. I'm afraid to leave.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, I think we should wrap it up. Hey, guys, like, subscribe, share the video, and stay tuned for more videos. And I'm just saying, with Tetra and
Roc Newera, we in here.
Alright, just watch it back.
I know, right? Like you right around the corner. I got the biggest dick.
Like, subscribe, and smash the notification button.